What's up, tribe? Hey, King Colton. Hey, Reese's Pieces. How you doing? Good Lord, why is this screen so big? Good geesh. Ooh, good geesh. I hope you can too, girl. I hope you can too. Can everybody hear me and see me? Y'all know I'm using a different computer, child. Using a different computer. Ooh, can y'all see me and hear me? Can y'all see me and hear me? Oh, you can. Okay, good, good, good. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. As you can, if you saw my little mukbang earlier, you know that my computer went out on me, so I'm using a different computer, and I gotta get used to it. This screen is huge. Good Lord, how can I make this screen smaller? Golly. Oh well, it is what it is. We here, we here. How you guys doing this evening? So I'm gonna try to keep this to an hour. I think I'm getting sick, y'all. I'm not feeling that great. And then I really thought I was gonna be able to rest today, and I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do today. So I'm feeling a little. Oh, excuse me. Not feeling that great right now. How you guys doing though? Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Give everybody a minute or two to get in here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's the changing seasons. I hate wearing coats. So a lot of times I get in the car, take my coat off. If I'm just running in, like if I'm at the gas station and I'm just running to pay for my gas or something, I don't put my coat on. So I probably do it to myself. Well, Reese's, I'm going to try to take my happy ass to bed tonight, okay? And sleep in a little bit tomorrow. And what I'll probably do is drink me a Theraflu tonight before I go to bed. Theraflu's usually catch whatever's coming before it get here. You know what I mean? It usually does a pretty good job of catching it. At least for me, it does. Hey, Raphael. Hey, Miss Mars. How you guys doing? But let's just jump into this. Let's just jump into this. And I think part of it is that I'm tired. Like I'm tired. I didn't go to bed last night till like 3, and then I was up this morning at like 8, and I've been running ever since. So I really think part of it is that I'm tired. What's up, Monk Chip? Hey, babe. How you doing? Honey, drinking the rest of my peach soda from earlier. You hungry, Raphael? I'm not hungry. I'm still, I did that little mukbang earlier. I'm still full from that. I My mom had made a rum cake, so if I do get a little hungry, I just eat me a piece of. I bought me a piece of rum cake home, so I eat me a little dessert, and I should be good for the rest of the evening. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so it's a little bit of reality news that's going on out there, you guys. Hold on. Excuse me. There's a little bit of reality news that's going on. So let's just talk about a little bit about it. Let's hit it. Let's hit it. My Outlook settings are out of date. See, look, this is my mother computer and she never uses it, honey. It's probably all kinds of stuff that's out of date on this thing. What happened? What's up, Abby? What's up, Abby baby? What's going on, you guys? No, my laptop is not fixed, honey. My laptop is dead. But y'all know what's funny? And I meant to call Face. I know a lot of you guys were in El Teddy's live this morning. So you guys were in the podcast this morning. But Face was saying off camera before we went on live, he was like, if you know anybody that's looking for a laptop, I got 2 laptops that I'm selling. I guess they're refurbished or whatever. And me and Meek were like, nah, we'll ask around, whatever, whatever. I said, now, what did Face do to my damn laptop? Because my laptop was working fine this morning when we were doing the podcast, honey. I bought my computer home and tried to turn that thing on, and it won't reboot. I said, I'm gonna get that damn Face. He trying to get me to buy one of his laptops, child. Low key, I probably will. I'm gonna give him a call a little bit. Matter of fact, I meant to call him earlier, but I'm gonna give him a call a little bit later on. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on a quick second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm back. I'm back. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? So yeah, so before so yes, anyway, that's the thing going on with my laptop. I guess I'll be dry begging for get my laptop fixed fun. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. He said it sounds like it's the hard drive, and the hard drive is still under warranty, so I should be fine. It won't take him longer than a couple of days. It sounds like he already has a hard drive he can switch out, so it's fine. What I'm gonna try to do though is Neptarian told me to wait till closer to Christmas, and I probably could get a really good deal on one. So I'll probably just be buying me a laptop for Christmas. Merry Christmas to me, honey. Merry Christmas to me. Um, I got your email. I will be responding any moment now. What email? Email from me, Abby? I haven't sent you an email, so if you got an email from me, it's spam. I haven't sent you an email. Or are you talking to somebody else? Oh, okay, Danny. Okay, because I was like, hold on, Abby, don't open up that email if it's from me, because I ain't seen you one. Oh, okay. I was about to be like, girl, don't you open up that email, honey. About to unleash a Trojan spam or something. That ain't from me, girl. Oh, okay. You talking to Danny. Okay, cool, cool, cool. No problem, no problem. Um, yeah, this is my mom's laptop. So I went back over to my parents' house, got the laptop, came back. Because the thing was, part of why I really needed my laptop tonight was I was supposed to be doing a friend of mine, I was supposed to, hey JJ from the BK, good to see you. I ain't seen you in a while, girl. I was supposed to be doing like a little interview with her and highlighting her business. We were going to try to hook up to this evening, like around 7 o'clock. Then I have some reviews I'm trying to get out. I wanted to try to get out tonight. But that's probably not gonna happen. So I'm gonna do this little live, and then I may or may not get one of those videos done tonight, but I'll get them done tomorrow. Yeah, I did Reese's Pieces, girl. I took that daggone trash out when I was over there. Oh Lord, child. Yeah, I took the trash out, honey. And I got there before the deer or any other, thing got to it. Because what happened was my parents, where their trash is, my dad threw the trash over threw it over the railing, and where they keep their trash cans is in the driveway, and so he's able to throw it over the railing, and so it was where the trash cans are, but they weren't in the trash cans. And so if they had stayed out overnight, Lord knows what it would have looked like in the morning, because where my parents live across the street are woods. So it's possum, it's raccoons, it's deer, it's all kinds of stuff over there. So Lord knows what would have got into the trash if it had been sitting out overnight. So yeah, I did go back and do that. So you know, do that, Abby. Do it, Abby. Do it. Do it. I'm 100% in support of you doing your makeup videos, honey. You do that. Are you talking figuratively or literally? Since I didn't see the live last night, are you talking to me or are you talking to Abby again? Okay, you still talking to Danny. Okay. Y'all having y'all own little conversation. Okay. What's up? Hey. Hey, boo. Hey, Captivating Christian. How you doing, babe? Yeah, I was listening to El Teddy's live this morning, y'all. So, Captivating Christian was representing for the cancers. But let me tell y'all something, okay? For those of y'all who were listening to El Teddy's chat this morning, and he was talking about all the different, zodiac signs, and he was talking about them Tauruses. Okay, that was to me. So, what was to me, Danny? Am I talking literally or figuratively about what? Taking out the trash? No, that was literal. I literally had to take out the trash. My daddy asked me to take out the trash while I was over their house. No, that was literal. I don't know that. Oh, no problem. Thanks, Captivate Christian. I appreciate the love, babes. I appreciate the love. You enjoy your evening, whatever it is that you're getting into, honey. You have a good time. Oh, thank you, boo. Mwah. You have a good time, whatever you getting into on this good Saturday night, honey. I think I'm coming down with a cold. I'm gonna have to drink me some Theraflu before I go to bed. Usually Theraflu knocks it out. If I'm feeling like I'm feeling right now, usually I drink me some Theraflu, and in the morning I wake up like a brand new woman, honey. Honey. Right, about taking out the trash. Well, we took a little bit of what's up, sis Star? How you doing, Taurus? How you doing, baby? My sister in the house. Hey. Buckley's as well. I ain't never tried no Buckley's now. But that Theraflu, baby. Because I think when I get off this live, the Theraflu, I have the Theraflu upstairs in my closet, my hallway closet upstairs. I'm going to go get me some Theraflu, and I'm going to boil me some water, honey. And I'm going to make me some Theraflu, and I'm going to drink up on it. And I'm going to take my happy ass to bed. But usually, I knock on wood, I do that, and I wake up feeling like a whole nother woman, honey. I feel better. You like a little rum in your Theraflu? Oh, wait. Well, damn, Miss Mars, you don't need no help. That Theraflu knocks you, unless you have the daytime Theraflu. Now, I have both. I have daytime Theraflu, so I can, if I need to go to work, and I have that. But I'm going to take the nighttime Theraflu tonight. I'm taking that regular Theraflu, okay? I ain't taking that daytime. I'm taking the nighttime. And I promise you, I'll probably be asleep before I finish drinking because I'm already tired. I'm already tired because I didn't go to bed last night. What time? I didn't go to bed last night till about 3. And then I was back up at 7, and I've been running all day. My plan was to do the podcast this morning, come home, and take a nap. But then my mother called me while we were doing the podcast, and she needed me to come pick something up. So I went over there to pick that up. Then I got an idea to do the mukbang, so I did that. And y'all know what happened then. Well, if y'all were looking at the mukbang, you know what happened then. My computer wasn't working, so I had to go all the way back home to go back over to my parents' house, get the computer, and come back. Child, I'm tired. Buckley's will knock it out. However, you'll need a chaser. Ooh. It's the same lip color, Abby. It's the Fenty. It's the same lip color I had on last night. It's the Fenty. What's it called? Look, that's how you know I'm old. Because the handwriting is so small. It's called So Chilly. But I do like this color. So I think I'm going to go buy me some more because I really like this color. I like metallics on me. I like either dark burgundies. For some reason, I like dark burgundies and metallics. I do not like red on me. On me. Some people can wear red lip. All right, bye, boo. Bye, Captivate Christian. Child, you know that was a Chinese carryout. Well, you New York, so you don't know. Girl, that was a Chinese carryout, child. That was a Chinese carryout, child. Thank you, Danny. Danny knew me when I was going through my I'm not gonna say goth, but that's when I used to wear like the dark burgundy or dark purple colors. Oh Lord, I don't know what I was. And back when you used to wear your lip liner, your heavy lip liner, honey, the black lip liner. Child. Oh yes, honey, them dark colors. Oh, I wish I could find some pictures of those daggone lip colors I used to wear back in the day, child. What was I thinking? Mm-mm. But yeah, all right, so let's jump into this a little bit, y'all, because I can't be on here long. I done told you I don't feel that well, and I gotta get me my good Theraflu in and give me a good night's sleep, honey. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on in this reality news. I'm gonna do them love and marriage people last. I'm gonna start off with a little light to shouts out to QB. Let's talk about Miss Shawnee O'Neal, okay? Miss Shawnee O'Neal. It seems that the word on the street is that Miss Shawnee O'Neal is losing her EP privileges over to the basketball wives. Now, let's be clear. A whole lot of y'all have been saying that that's what she needed to do. Y'all was very unhappy with this season. You were very unhappy with the fact that it seems like she defended Evelyn no matter what Evelyn did. Yet she had, she ain't had nothing but shade for the rest of the cast, especially Miss OG. So y'all didn't see it for her, and y'all were calling for this. Now, I knew it was gonna be some stuff coming down when they had that little bullshit little interview with her at the end of the season, at the end of the reunion, and had her on there calling herself I guess doing damage control about what was going on with OG or whatever. Now let me say this. I have a huge problem because this happened with Mariah over to the Married to Medicine. I have a huge problem with someone going to, especially on a reality show. Now, if it's a scripted show, it's not really a big of an issue if it's a scripted show. But these reality shows, you're an EP and you're also on the show. You a lot of times can control the narrative. You also can control who's on and who's off based on who you get along with and who you don't, which creates an environment where people feel like they have to either kiss your ass or not be as honest as they want to be or what have you, which we saw happen, throughout the years on Basketball Wives. If Shawnee was cool with you, you were good. If Shawnee didn't like you, you probably were out. And that does not create an authentic reality. I notice I put that in air quotes. Reality situation. And so it seems like they're going to give her an ultimatum. This is what the word on the curb is, that they're going to give her an ultimatum. Either she stays as a character on the show and lose her EP rights. Now she may still be listed as an EP on the show, but she will not have any power as EP. She'll basically just be making a little bit of extra change on her check at the end of the day. Or she keep her power as EP, but she not be on the show. I'm okay with that. How y'all feel about it? I'm okay with them saying, look, you have to be one or the other. Especially in light of how things kind of went down this season. Let me see. Do you plan on reviewing Love After Lockup on VTV? You know what, Kay? I think somebody else asked me that before, and if it was you, then I apologize. But somebody asked me that before, and let me say this to you: I had every intention of reviewing it, and I think what had happened was I forgot to put it in my DVR. Because let me tell you, I went over my cousin's house one day, right? Me and her were just talking. You know how you talking, and there's something in the background. We were over there. We were just running our mouths and chit chatting, and Love After Lockup was on in the background. And I promise y'all, I probably stayed there extra 2 hours because they were showing like back-to-back episodes. I had really gotten into those storylines. So King Colton, is a new season starting of Love After Lockup? Is a new season getting ready to start? Because if a new season is getting ready to start, I'll put it in my DVR now. So let me know. If a new season's getting ready to start, I will put it in my DVR because I did actually enjoy the show. And I could give it a chance. I could try to review it. I don't have no beats with no problems with that. Shawnee does not need to be an EP. Why do we care? Are we really going to watch it next season? Well, I'm gonna be honest with you now, Ebby. Now, if she's out as EP, what will be interesting is to see what other changes might be made now that she's no longer EP. Do you understand what I'm saying? I said I wasn't going to review it this season because it was just too much. Like, it was too much. It was too much. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think this might be, well, hey, Danielle, welcome to the chat, baby. I think this might be its last attempt to try to make it successful. You understand what I mean? this might be it. Like, okay, we're gonna take her out as EP. We're gonna try to get, the rest of this done, and I mean, get it. And if this doesn't work, then boom, it's a wrap. So I'll be interested to see what happens. I'm not going to commit to reviewing it one way or the other. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna keep my side eye on it. I'm gonna keep my side eye going on. Maybe Evelyn is her mouthpiece in how she really feels, or she needs to see things from the outside looking in. I don't know. We'll see. I think Evelyn, I think her lack of being able to be objective has been a problem. Oh, well, thank you, King Colton. You loved my Basketball Wives reviews, and you wish I reviewed them again. Again, I said I wasn't going to do it, but if some things change, I will see what kind of changes went down, and I'll see how I feel. I'm not going to commit one way or the other, but I will see. I'm just going to be honest with y'all from a business aspect. Basketball Wives was some of my highest reviews now. If I'm going to be honest about the matter, I got a whole lot of views off of my Basketball Wives reviews. But what I will not do is put myself in a situation to be, to go through what I went through reviewing it this season. I won't do that. I won't do that. Again, I don't have a problem with people who disagree with me when we review the show. You don't have to like a word that comes out of my mouth, and you can tell me all about it in the comments. But what I'm not going to do is create a situation where people feel comfortable attacking my character and attacking my integrity. You know what I'm saying? You can disagree with me all you want. You don't have to like a damn thing that comes out of my mouth, and that's fine. And you can tell me about it. You can tell me all about it in those comments, but you're not going to call me racist. And I mean, some of the attacks that I got, you guys, y'all can go back and read them because I ain't delete no comments. Y'all can go back and read some of the stuff people said. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. You know what? Okay. Oh, that's Danny saying that. Danny and Abby don't watch it. Love After Lockout is a good hot mess. I'm telling you, those episodes that I watched, honey, I was like, what? Some of those episodes I watched, I'm not gonna lie, I was thoroughly entertained. But I was sort of coming in the middle of the season, and they were doing like a thon where they were just showing like 10 episodes in a row or whatever. So I would need to catch it from the beginning of the season so I would know all of what was going on. What up, Lady Nika? Hey, sister. Regina. Taurus is in the room. I don't know if she's still in the room or not. Taurus, if you in the room, say hi. That's another sister that's in the room, babe. Love After Lockup is a good hot mess. I blame Regina for me feeling like I'm about to come down with a cold. It's Regina's fault. Had me out there on that Wednesday night. I'm just messing with you, Gina. Yes, Lady Nikki, did you run out to the store yet and get what you need to get? Because look, I'm about to give me some Theraflu. I'm not going to do a hot toddy. I'm about to give me some Theraflu and take my happy ass to bed in a little while. Lady Nika, Danny is my little sister. I've known Danny for 20 something years. She's my little sister from college. Lady Nika. Yep, she's my little sister from college. My little sister from college. There she is. Taurus is still in the room. Regina, meet Taurus. Taurus, meet Regina. That's my Regina is my chapter sister and my PWM, and she got a whole lot of other letters behind her name, but introduce y'all to each other. Oh, you at the Walmart now? Okay, girl. All right. Monk Chip. Okay, I'll talk about the escape room before I get off here. Y'all don't let me forget. I want to get through these 3 little stories first, but I'll tell y'all about that daggone escape room, baby. I'm gonna tell y'all about that daggone escape room. Had me feeling like an idiot, child. Had me feel like a good old idiot. Yeah, Danny's a sweetheart. Danny's a sweetheart, and she's a very intelligent a woman, and she sees things for what they are. You feel what I'm saying, Lady Dika? She sees stuff for what it is. And Danny is like my Simone. We don't always agree, but it's always an intelligent opinion. I don't have to agree with everything you say, but as long as it's coming from a place of fact or some validity to it, I'm good. I'm good with it. Don't do that. Don't do that, Danny. So, okay, so let's see. We'll see what goes down, what shakes down with this Shawnee O'Neal stuff. All right, now let's go on to Fizz. And I should have started with Fizz in April because I really don't give a damn. But word on the curb is that April was spotted with some little no-name rapper from Memphis out at the club and her tongue down his throat. So word on the curb is April is out here cheating on little fizzy pop. And that what Monique called him, little fizzy pop. Um, well, me and Danny don't disagree as much as you and Simone disagree because me and Simone disagree too. But just that sisterly relationship, you know. Yeah. Taurus, what state are you out of? What's I don't even know where you live, babe. What state you live in, babe? Just curious, just curious. Um, but yeah, so word on the curb is that she's cheating on Lil Fizz. Now I'm sure that they're gonna release some sort of statement and they're gonna try to do damage control. But let's be clear, and I'm just tell you what my you're in Texas. Oh, okay, you're in Texas. So you need to hook up with El Teddy because you know El Teddy is, our brother. And he's in Texas. You need to hook up with El Teddy. Um, he was made in Florida though. He was made in Miami, but he moved to Texas. Anyway, small world. Y'all need to all hook it up. Y'all need to all hook it up. So I honestly feel like April's only reason for hooking up with Lil Fizz was to try to get back at Omarion. Now, I'm not gonna say that she didn't eventually build up some sort of feelings for him, but I do not think it was. I do not think it was a sincere situation from the beginning. Now, maybe on Fizz's side, but I definitely, definitely, definitely do not feel like there was any sincerity on April's side. I think it was all about get back from the word go. And now Fizz don't have no money fooling around with you. He don't have no income coming in fooling around with you because he done lost out on this Millennium Tour, the rest of this Millennium Tour bag. She don't have no use for you, Lil Fizz. You didn't make Omarion jealous. He didn't give a damn. He didn't jump to the bait. He didn't entertain it. The storyline fizzled on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood because nobody was seeing it for y'all. From the fans to the people on the show, nobody was seeing it for y'all. And now he don't have no money coming in because he done got kicked off of the tour. So April don't have no use for you no more, little fizzy pop. And honestly, I don't have no whole lot of sympathy for him because again, the way he handled that situation was wrong from the word go. If we're to believe it, let's start there. We know reality ain't always reality, but if we are to believe it, you were wrong from the word from the door, boo. Well, that was what Lil Fizzy Pop getting when he deserved. Yeah, he absolutely, Lil Nicky, he getting exactly what he deserved. That April does not care. You ain't lying, Monk Chip. April could care less. There you go. As soon as he got kicked off the tour and the season is over, you don't have a storyline anymore, or you don't need the storyline anymore, and you off the tour. Boom, bam, zip. Lil Fizz, Lil Fizz don't have no money. That's the Lil Fizz made the most money this year than he has in the last 10 years combined, child. Okay. Okay, you're out of Houston but living in Austin. Okay, babe. Okay. Yeah, out of B2K money and is a chick worth it. And again, there was a way that probably could have been handled so that maybe Omarion might have felt differently about it. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, y'all. So much can be resolved with a conversation. So much can be resolved with the conversation. I don't think Omarion really gives a damn who April dates, but I do think that there's a respect factor in how you handle people that you are in a group with or you have a working relationship with. Fizz should have gone to Omarion the minute they thought that there was going to be something going down. Fizz should have gone to Omarion. And no, not necessarily to ask his permission, but to give that man the respect of saying, look, me and April have been hanging out a lot lately, and I'm starting to kind of feel her. And as a man, I'm coming to you and letting you know what's going on because I know that is the mother. Not only is she your ex-girlfriend, but she's the mother of your children. And if anything goes down between us, it's going to affect all of us. And me and you have this working relationship, even though we're not friends anymore. There's no longer a friendship there. There is still a business relationship there. And I'm coming to you as a man and letting you know. And if there's an issue, let's talk it out now. No, you didn't have to ask that man permission. No, April, a grown woman. Nobody needs his permission. But there's a respect level. There's a respect level. I don't care what nobody said. Omarion sure did say checkmate. He absolutely did. Monk Chip, I tell people all the time, Karma is a bald-headed bitch. Y'all keep playing around with Karma if you want to. Karma is a bald-headed bitch. Okay? Okay, Abby, when you do clownery. Okay? Karma from what he did to Moniece. Now that too, because Moniece, we know Moniece has had her issues, okay? But I think in the last couple of years, Moniece has been very transparent, not only with her issues, but also with what she wants from her relationship with Lil Fizz. I absolutely do. But do I think that Lil Fizz plays games with that woman? Excuse me, knowing that she deals with some other issues? I do. I do. I don't have nothing for Lil Fizz. I think Lil Fizz is a nasty man. I think he's a nasty man who thinks he's cuter than he is and still think that he is on the top of the Billboard chart somewhere, hitting some bump, bump, bump. Don't nobody care about no bump, bump, bump. For anybody who was really, because B2K was after my time, okay? I'm New Edition, Boyz II Men, okay? Boyz II Men was probably my last boy group that I was really like into like that. So when B2K came around, hell, I was already teaching school. I remember my students being in love with some damn B2K. So let me ask y'all in the chat if there's anybody in the chat who was on the B2K train. Did Lil Fizz ever even sing lead on any song? Did he ever have a lead ooh or ah? That's all I need to know. Did he even get a line? Okay. Did he get a line in a song? You see what I'm saying? Hell, Ronnie even got a line, and I love me some Ronnie DeVoe. I was gonna marry Ronnie DeVoe, but I was under no illusions that Ronnie DeVoe could sing. None whatsoever. And if anybody was under any illusions, they proved it last year when him and his wife came out with that damn song that went viral when they performed it. So I was under no illusions that Ronnie DeVoe was carrying any notes for New Edition, but they even gave him a line here or there. You see what I'm saying? Now, it's not going to stop no concerts from happening. If Ronnie gets sick, trust me, they will still be able to sing the whole catalog, okay? But he did get an ooh or ah somewhere in there, okay? He got an ooh or ah, all right? And his raps were all right, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he did the little rap, okay. I know with BBD he had the raps. I know BBD he had the raps on lock. Let me ask y'all a question. Okay. See, this is how I get off topic. A friend of mine brought to my attention, you know how when you're young and you just singing songs, right? And then when you get older, you're just so used to singing the songs, you don't really pay attention to the songs in context. And in this era of Me Too, a friend of mine brought a New Edition song to my attention. And I was like, you know what? They probably really need to stop singing this song or at least change the lyrics. The Any Heartbreak song, Ronnie DeVoe's verse, where he was talking about it was an underage heartbreak. And he talked about the girl that was underage that he was trying to get with. They might want to change that lyric up. In this age, now back in the 90s when that song came out, I don't think nobody was paying attention. I know I wasn't. I was just singing the song like, hey, Ronnie is your cousin? Girl, Taurus, let me tell you what. Let me tell you how bad I was going to marry me some Ronnie DeVoe, okay? The way people were on Ralph is the way I was on Ronnie. Couldn't tell me nothing. Him and that jerry curl with the shag back. Okay. Oh, that was Ralph that had the underage. Okay, it was Ralph. That was Ralph's verse. Okay. In this era of Me Too, they might want to change that lyric up. And a friend of mine brought that to my attention, and I said, you know what? He right. I didn't want him to be right because one of those people that he's one of those people that he my friend and I love him, but I don't never want him to be right because he always right. You know what I'm saying? So when he was talking about something, them New Edition, they're gonna be the poster boys for Me Too, da 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 da. And I was like, what are you talking about? What do you mean Me Too? And then when he brought that up, I said, oh yeah. Yeah, they might want to change that lyric. I'm just saying. They might want to think about that. Bobby Brown was your crush, Monk Chip? Yeah. Bobby Brown was the one I wanted to hang out with. I thought Bobby Brown would be the one I could have the most fun with. I knew Johnny Gill because he local. He a DC boy. He local. I knew Johnny Gill before anybody, before people outside of this area knew Johnny Gill. He was a local star before he became, a big star. So yeah, well, we know Lil Fizz makes some questionable decisions. Child, you were a Ricky fan. Now, if y'all look at the podcast, y'all know Mink. That's Ricky's. Hey, Mink love her some Ricky. Okay, that's her boo right there. That's it. That's it. That's what I'm talking about, Katana. That's what I'm talking about. Backstage, underage, adolescent. How you doing? Yes, that's the lyric. But they had the other one too. So it was both songs. And my friend brought up both examples, and I was like, damn, you're right. But you're right, Katana. You were absolutely right. That's actually the lyric I was thinking about. That was Ronnie. Backstage, underage, adolescent. See, they might want to take that. He might want to never do that part of the song no more. Or change it up. Backstage, underage, kick them out. I don't know. Something they might want to change that lyric. Because in this day, again, in the 90s, I've sang that song a million damn times. But in this day and age, you might want to just, Nick say on the verse say. You know what I'm saying? We're just in a different climate. We talked about that earlier today on the podcast. We're just in a different climate these days, honey. We're in a different climate. All right, so that's my second little 2 cents on what's going on in these reality TV streets. Now, this last one, I don't know how many of y'all look at Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's a show that I review. It comes on the OWN network. It's about three. It's a Black show. It's on OWN. It's about 3 couples in Huntsville, Alabama, who are all very successful in their own right. And the original premise of the show was that they had created organization, a philanthropic organization where they were going to build affordable housing in a part of the city that they knew was getting ready to be gentrified. So they were trying to get in front of it and build affordable housing. Now, in the interim of the reality show, that then got kicked to the curb. Ain't nobody talking about no damn comeback group. And the big headline is that Melody and Martell Hope. Martell had this long-term relationship with this other woman and their whole marital issue. Now, it started early summer, late spring. And then they took like a mid-season intermission, and then they came back at the end of the summer. I really think that was supposed to be the end of the season, but because the show was so popular, they tried to hurry up and do some more episodes and try to do a second half of the first season. And so that just ended, and we had the reunion. Now, in the interim, Martell has been outed as having this long-term relationship with his mistress. He didn't call this woman a peasant. Funky Dineva has done some exposés because, people done dropped a whole lot of stuff in his inbox. People was dropping stuff in my inbox too. What's up, Joyce? People were dropping some stuff in my inbox too. And if I'm going to be honest, if I'm going to brag on myself a little bit, actually a really, really good friend of mine is friends with one of Martell's best friends. And so I've been getting a lot of inside scoop stuff that I couldn't really speak on. But I've been getting a lot of inside scoop almost from, I'll say from about April until now. I've been getting a lot of inside scoop. Matter of fact, the guy that was actually on the show a couple of times. I ain't gonna say who he was, but I'm just gonna say. And so I know that a lot of this stuff is true. I know a lot of this stuff is true. I knew that Martell was still seeing this woman. I knew that he never stopped seeing this woman. Martell is actually in love with this woman, and he really wants to be with her. And his main reason for staying, let me say all of this is allegedly, but his main reason for staying was, one, him and Melody have a lot of business intertwinements. That's not a word, but y'all know what I'm saying. They have a lot of business connections. And when they got married, they didn't have anything. So there is no prenup, right? There's no prenup. So a lot of why they're still together is business. And also she is now pregnant. And contrary to how it was portrayed on the show, allegedly, Martell is not that happy about this pregnancy as he portrays on the show. You're right, Abby. Abby, I'm not defending nobody in this scenario. So with all of that being said, throughout this whole situation, the mistress has been quiet, and a lot of us reviewers and fans as well. A lot of the fans have been saying this as well, but certainly us that review these shows, we kept waiting for the mistress to say something, and the mistress has been relatively quiet throughout this whole situation. As a matter of fact, it wasn't until he called that woman a peasant, and that was in the second half of the season. The whole first half that they did, the first 10 episodes that they did, nobody knew who this woman was. And I'm thinking, Huntsville is not that big of a town. They have to know who this woman is. Why is everybody protecting this woman? Why is this woman not saying anything? What's really good? Like, how much are they paying her to be quiet and sit in the corner? Well, that last check must have bounced because what was it, Friday? It was either Thursday or Friday. I started getting all kinds of messages, honey. Phone calls and messages in my inbox. And the mistress has because she had shut down, once people found out who she was, she shut down all her social media. She made everything private and all of that. Well, she done opened up her social media back up, honey, and she done posted messages to Melody. Now, I am in no way, shape, or form defending this woman because the way I feel about it is this. If you don't want to be bothered with him, ain't nobody telling you to keep opening your legs to him. But see, what you did was you created a situation where you damned if you do and you damned if you don't. Because this man's been paying a lot of your bills. This man bought her a car, allegedly, was paying her rent, allegedly. He was taking her, traveling with her. He was spending money on her. And from my understanding, she is a nurse. She's a registered nurse. And we know that registered nurses make good money. However, allegedly, she lost her job behind a lot of this fool la la. Because people, once they found out who she was, stuff started happening down to the job. So I don't know if that was her reason for staying quiet or, he was making her promises and all this other stuff. But she done let it out. And she done talked about how, Martell, they still been sleeping together. They still messing around with each other. She told Melody, look, I'll keep telling your man to leave me alone, blah, 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 blah. So now I will say this, that social media account where that message was posted is the same woman that it was reported that's the mistress. So that connection has been verified. Why she chose to out it now, what her end goal is, what she wants. Maybe she was just finally fed up with Martell. I'm not really sure. But baby, now I go over to the good old Instagram and I get to scrolling and Martell posting pictures of him and his wife decorating, trimming the tree and all this other stuff. And she is a good 9 months pregnant. Like, she about to drop that baby any hour now, not day now. And I probably could say minute. Like, that baby probably will be here before Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And so, the only person I feel sorry for in this scenario is that baby. Their kids. Because everybody else are adults and they went into this with their eyes wide open. I get it that some people feel like, that children are gifts from God and all of that. And I'm not saying that they aren't. However, if you know you and your husband are on thin ice and y'all are barely holding on to y'all's marriage, is it fair to bring a child into that situation? Like, should y'all not have been taking, some real good precautions to make sure that you're not bringing somebody innocent into this scenario? The baby was conceived in love. That's not what I'm talking about. But y'all know what I'm saying. You're going to bring a baby into a toxic environment that y'all ain't even figured out yet. So we'll see how this whole thing works itself out. But my people been asking me to speak on it, so I'm speaking on it. And the way I feel about it is, I don't feel sorry for none of the people in this scenario except for that child. I don't feel sorry for Melody. I don't feel sorry for Martell. I don't feel sorry for the mistress. Everybody walked into this with their eyes wide open. And the Holts are a couple that care more about their brand and more about the perception that's out there than what's really going on. Because behind closed doors, Melody said at the reunion that they're not even living together right now, that they are separated. But then you go on the social media and they are, It's us against the world, all through the social media, all through the pictures. They looking like they together to me. So, you know, when your marriage becomes a brand and it becomes a business, hey Xavier, then you create an environment that makes it hard for you to do what's in the best interest of your heart. Y'all know what I'm saying? That's true, Monk Chip. And that's sad but true. Yeah, and we don't know what fairy tales have been spun on both sides. But I'm gonna say this though, Abby, whatever fairy tales he's been spinning to her, you see what he's putting on the show. You understand what I'm saying? And I get it that he might be telling the mistress, look, I gotta play nice because I gotta do X, Y, and Z. And I gotta play nice because of this, and that. But and I know that people, love is love, and people hold on for what reasons they hold on. And Martell might have been spinning the prettiest, nicest narrative to her, but at the end of the day, you know what you're getting. Like they, from all accounts, they've been together anywhere from 3 to 5 years. So from 3 to 5 years, you have been the side chick. You have been the, in his words, peasant, because that's what he called you. He called you a peasant. And even when he got called on it, he doubled down. He doubled down on on you being a peasant. Okay, said that you were a side chick, and you know what a side chick is. So my thing is, you kept yourself in that situation, and I know matters of the heart. I haven't always made the best decisions when it comes to matters of the heart. I'm not judging her. All I'm saying is I don't feel sorry for her. You know what I mean? Exactly, Xavier. I agree 100%. Yeah, well, I think, and again, that's allegedly. I don't know it to be a fact that she lost her job. That I heard that from a few sources that she lost her job. But what I heard was that she lost her job because um once it got out who she was, that people were coming to the job and things were happening that were affecting the job. And she's in healthcare. And so that's why she lost. She didn't lose her job because she was a mistress. She lost her job because people were not respecting the boundaries of her job. Like somebody vandalized her car. Those pictures were on social media where somebody vandalized her car. So yeah, she didn't lose her job because she was a side chick. You know what I mean, Monk Chip? She lost her job because people were showing up at the job and calling up to the job and stuff like that. And you just can't have those kind of distractions. Yeah, I agree with you, Danny. You said when you get pregnant, no matter the situation, you can love the child and give them a home, even if divorce is forthcoming. You don't let that, it's your decision to have your baby. I'm not saying she should have made another decision about having the baby. I'm saying she should have been she should have been a lot more careful in how the baby was conceived. Do you understand what I'm saying? And again, I don't know everything about everything, so maybe they were on birth control and things, because we know things happen. Birth control ain't always 100%. So I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that she should have gotten rid of the child by no stretch of the imagination. Am I saying that? I'm saying some more care should have been taken into how the baby got here. Is what I'm saying. It's not fair, Xavier, but I'm just saying that's what happened. You're right. It's not fair that her car got vandalized, but people do stuff like that because, and also, first of all, just like what's been going on YouTube these last couple of days. Well, it happens all the time, but what's been going on YouTube? People feel like they are invested in your story and in your life, and they feel like they have a bigger stake in what you do than they should. And when you decide and you make a decision to put your business on TV, then whether you want to or not, you are inviting people into, hey Simone, how you doing, babe? Hey, I ain't seen you in a while. How you doing, girl? Then you are inviting people into your story. You understand what I'm saying? Um, and I'm not saying that makes it okay, but that's what happens when you decide to go on TV and tell your story. You invite people's opinion. And then people feel like not only do they have a right to their opinion, but they have a right to impose their opinion. So you are absolutely correct. People were wrong for calling her job, for vandalizing her car. People were wrong for doing all of those things. You understand what I mean? But people feel entitled to do it. Well, yeah, you're right, Monk Chip. Technically, she did, but what I'm saying is, it wasn't like it was a morality thing. It wasn't like she got called in to her supervisor's office, and her supervisor said, "Hey, we don't like the fact that you're having an extramarital affair, and that's why you're losing your job." But you're right. She technically lost her job because of the extramarital affair. You're right. But I was just saying, I didn't want you to think that she lost the job like as a consequence of, oh, well, we don't like the fact that you are a side chick. You see what I'm saying? I didn't want you to misunderstand that. But you're right. She technically lost her job because of it. You're absolutely correct. Melanie should just Martell cheat in peace. If you ask me, to me, she's not going to leave him, maybe mentally and emotionally, but I don't think she'll ever get an actual divorce. Now, see, I don't disagree with you on that one, Xavier. Ain't that what Candy's mother said? Candy mama said, if you ain't gonna leave him, then let him cheat in peace. And I agree. If you're not gonna leave that man, let him cheat in peace. You know you sharing him. You know you are sharing him. It has been clear. You have caught him multiple times. You see the evidence. You know exactly what you are dealing with. And if you are not going to leave that man, let that man cheat in peace. Just go on and call yourself sister wife. Because if you're not going to leave him, let it be. I'm sorry. And I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying that he's right for doing it. But if you that's like I have a friend, and she used to always go through her boyfriend's phone looking for stuff. And I used to tell her, if you're looking, eventually you're going to find. And when you find, what are you going to do? Because if you look through his phone and you find out that he's cheating on her, cheating on you, and you're not going to go nowhere, then why are you bothering looking through his phone? You might as well just be blissfully ignorant. Why do you need proof he's cheating on you if you're not going to break up with him? Just be ignorant. Just pretend like you believe him when he say he going to the gym at 11 o'clock at night. Just pretend like you believe him when, he come home from work and he got to take a shower. Just pretend like you believe him when you find, the pair of underwear in your washing machine and you didn't buy them. Just pretend. Just pretend. But she would go through this man. It never failed. She would go through the man's phone, and then she called me crying and want me to get all upset. And I fell for the okie doke the first couple of times. And after that, I said, don't call me no more with this mess, because you're not going nowhere. You're gonna confront him with the evidence, and you're gonna let him tell you whatever bullshit lie he got ready, and you're gonna believe him. And next thing you know, I'm gonna be sitting over here mad and be sitting on ready, and y'all gonna be in the bedroom making up. You see what I'm saying? Nah, don't bring me in that no more. Don't call me. Don't call me. Now you can call me if you need to vent. You can call me if you upset. Y'all get into an argument. I will listen all day long. I will. I will listen to you and all of that. But don't be sitting here talking about I went through his phone and I found pictures of him with this other woman and da 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 da. And you got me over here already talking about well, because she had me thinking of she about to move out, and I'd be like, all right, girl, you want me to help you pack? And I'm on ready. And then you calling me, I don't hear from you the rest of the night. You call me the next day and y'all at breakfast. Bitch, well, how y'all get the pancakes? Because last night you was packing up you were packing. How y'all get the pancakes? How they do where they do that at? Don't call me with that mess no more. If they ever divorce, the proof will be in the TV and child support checks will be nice. Well, I agree. And I also don't understand the women you fight the side chick burst out window. Okay, Danielle Nicole, be back with the dude 3 days later, and then you be paying that deductible. Okay, you done busted out car windows, you done put spray paint on the car, and now you paying the insurance deductible because y'all done got back together. So now here you go paying off the deductible. Ciao. Nah, my husband gonna catch these hands, and when we finna have what did I say? A Bernice moment. Who Bernice? Who Bernice? I don't know who Bernice is, Abby. But I agree. Now, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand that either. I will never understand getting mad at the side chick. Now, I understand if the side chick has been disrespectful to you. But why are you going after the side chick and the man get the pass? Now, going back to Love and Marriage Huntsville, according to Melody, the side chick was disrespectful to her. Like, for example, she said that, y'all, this was funny. This would have been when he got the divorce papers, though. Let me tell you what she said. She said they were sitting there having dinner. Her mother was there, right? Martell's phone rang. She answered Martell's phone, and the side chick said, "Let me speak to Martell." And Melody said, "Well, who is this?" And the side chick said, "I didn't call to speak to you. I called to talk to Martell." And she said, "Well, this is Martell's wife." And she said, "I don't care. I called Martell's phone. I didn't call you." Now that's when he would have got some divorce papers. And that's when she would have caught these hands. Because see, now you are being disrespectful to me. You see what I'm saying? Now you are making it. Now you would have caught them hands. Oh, Bernadine. Oh, Bernadine. Okay, I thought you were talking about Bernice. I was like, who the hell Bernice? Oh, yeah, Bernadine. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been a wait and exhale moment. Yep, you right. Exactly, Monk Chip. Stop complaining if you're gonna stay. I don't want to hear it. If you are gonna stay with that man, I don't want to hear nothing you have to say. I don't. I mean, I might give you a pass once or twice, but at the end of the day, player. Nope. No, ma'am. Sorry, Abby girl. I was trying to figure out who Bernice was. Child. All right, so let me tell y'all the story of this other escape room before I get up off of here, because I'm about to get up off of here. I'm about to put some water on, honey, and I'm about to fire up this Theraflu, and then I'm about to go upstairs and put on some Netflix that'll probably be watching me. Maybe I'll start looking at the Irishman tonight, and I know that the Irishman will be looking at me, but maybe I'll start that tonight. So we went to the escape room, right? And so when we were online looking at the different escape rooms, they tell you the themes, and then for each theme, they tell you how hard it is. They tell you the difficulty. So we were like, okay, well, we want to do this paranormal one, and the paranormal one was like a 7 out of 10. And we were like, okay, we probably could do a 7 out of 10. Okay, cool. Well, when we got there, what happened was we had a 7 o'clock reservation, but we got there early. We got there like 6:15, 6:20, because we weren't sure about Friday traffic. And so we were prepared to sit around. We knew we were early. We were like, well, we got to wait wait about 30, 40 minutes. It's cool. Because, for the escape room, you have to be there early anyway, because you got to sign a waiver and all that kind of stuff. So, the Christmas Rush movie. Okay, Danny, you know what? That's what I'm going to watch. You're right. I'm going to watch that Christmas Rush movie on, is that the one with Ray J in it? So, what's up with Snacking a Meal? Hey, girl, we was over there having a good conversation over there in Miss Lady Nika's chat. How you doing, girl? Oh, stick with it because it's long. Then maybe that's not what I need to start tonight. But I am going to watch it. I do want to see it. That's the kind of movies I like. I will watch it though, but maybe not tonight. Yeah, I thought The Irishman was a series. Anyway, so we got to. Y'all let me know. So we got there, like I said, we signed it and everything. So then the guy was like, well, we can go ahead and get started. If your whole party is here, we can go ahead and get you guys started. So we were like, okay, cool. And they put us in the Sherlock Holmes room. Now, I remember when we were looking things up, and I remember that the Sherlock Holmes was one of the hardest rooms. And the guy was like, yeah, this is a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10. And that's like really for people who like do a lot of escape rooms and they already kind of understand that mindset of looking for clues and stuff like that. I said, a 9 out of 10? I said, okay. Now, let me be clear, and I'm not saying this to be elitist. I'm saying this so y'all understand what I'm saying. In the room, it was 5 of us. Between the 5 of us, we probably had a combined. Everybody in the room was over the age of 35. Let me say that. We were all over the age of 35. The youngest was my little cousin Cleo. And I'm not sure how Cleo is, but I know she's not 40, but I know she's over 35. I'm not sure. You know, I be losing track of other. Look, I do good to keep up with my own age. I can't keep up with everybody else's. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it was probably about 8 degrees in the room, right? 8 college degrees in the room. We have 45 minutes to do this thing in. Baby. Not only did we not escape, okay? But when the guy came in to go through the clues with us to show us like what we missed, and we had gotten some of the stuff right. Like we had worked out, we were probably about halfway done. We had about another 20 minutes, we probably could have done it, right? We were about halfway done. But baby, when that guy got through explaining to us all the stuff that we missed, it took him 20 minutes to explain what we didn't do. I said, damn, we probably should have done like a 3 or 4. Hey, see too much. How you doing? I'm good, girl. How you doing this weekend? Child. Yeah, I'm not gonna make. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it though. I'm definitely gonna watch it, but it probably won't be tonight. I'm gonna do that Christmas movie. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, needless to say, y'all, we did not get out of the room, but it was fun. It was a Sherlock Holmes theme, and like I said, we were about halfway done. We got caught up in little stuff, like, you know, it's one of those things where if you got one thing wrong, it messes you up for like the rest of the clues. And so there was a part where we had to find different stations on the subway map, and it was like the London subway map. We had the stations, but a couple of the stations we wrote down the name wrong. When I say we, I mean, you know, so like it changes everything because all of the names had bird names. So if you wrote down 2 of the names wrong, then it didn't look like you saw a pattern. You see what I'm saying? So like you didn't see the pattern that they were all birds because 2 of the names weren't birds. And then on the wall, there were pictures of all of these different birds that matched up to the train stations. And that was a clue to take you to something else. So because we didn't get that part right, we didn't get that part right. Then there was another part with a lock. And have you ever seen those locks that have like a double-sided lock? Like you have to get the combination right on both sides in order for it to open up. Well, the combination was dead. DEAD. We figured it out because we got DEA, and we were like, shoot, the last word is probably D. I mean, letter is probably D. That makes sense. It's DEAD. But my cousin was putting DEAD on the wrong side of the lock. If she had used the other side of the lock, then we would have got the lock open. You see what I'm saying? It was little stuff like that we probably were just rushing because we were trying to beat the clock. And if we had slowed down a little bit, we probably would have been like, oh, okay, instead of writing down quartz, it's really quail, which is a bird. Duh. You see what I'm saying? It was that kind of stuff, but it was fun. Like we had a good time. It was $25 a person. Hell, for 25, you know, you could spend $25 at the damn 7-Eleven. You know what I mean? So it wasn't expensive. We had a good time. And then afterwards, we went out to dinner. And I went live for a few minutes from the restaurant. My phone wasn't charged up. I thought it was charged up, but it wasn't. So I didn't take as much video as I was going to take because I didn't have a lot of juice on my phone. And we were Ubering, and we were doing Lyft, and we were using my Lyft account. And so I didn't want my phone to die, and then we couldn't get home. Okay. So I kind of didn't use my phone as much as I wanted to. But we had a good time. We went, and like I said, that my sister just started working at that restaurant, and it's in Old Town Alexandria. It's over on the right side. And so we were over near the water. And the boats were decorated for Christmas. So they had all the Christmas lights on the boats. And we could see National Harbor If you live in the DC, is Reese's PC still in the room? Reese's PC still in the room. My DMV girl. If anybody else in here that's in the DC area, Regina, you know what I'm talking about too. We were on the Alexandria, the water where the boats are on Alexandria, and from my sister's restaurant where she's working now, we could see the National Harbor, and they have water taxis that you can take from National Harbor over to that area, because I didn't even know that area was over there. Like my okay, Reese's Pieces. So yeah, when we went to eat was in Old Town Alexandria, and from the National Harbor, you could take a water taxi over from the National Harbor to the restaurant. But we also, and I'm in Old Town Alexandria once a month. I have a meeting in Alexandria every month. So I passed, it's right off of King Street. So I pass it all the time. And it's fun. It was fun. We had a good time. It was good. And me and my best friend don't get to hang out like we used to because she's a mommy now and she's a wife. Um, Oh, you want me to say the name of the restaurant? It's Black Black Tail Black. Hold on, because it's a good restaurant. Gina, maybe we can go. Maybe we can go there one day after a meeting or something, or meet up there on a Saturday or something like that. Probably not after a meeting, but like on a Saturday or something, because it's a really nice restaurant. It was a good time. The food was excellent. The service was great. It was a great atmosphere. They had like a live band there. So after we got done eating, we hung out and listened to the band for a little while. We had a really, really good time. Really, really good time. The name of the restaurant is called Black Wall Hitch. And they have one in Alexandria, they have one in Delaware. So we had a good time. I had a great time. I can't even complain. And like I said, the food was good, service was great, got a chance to hang, see my sister, you know. So yeah, it was cool. It was cool. And like I'm saying, I don't get a chance to see my best friend as much as I would like to, because one, she lives from my house to her house is like an hour and a half ride. Like there's no mistaking. You're not gonna just pop by and visit. You're gonna plan it. But she works in closer to me. So when me and her hang out, we usually hang out after work, because weekends are hard, because she does have kids and her kids are in every damn activity. You name it, her kids are in something. They are in gymnastics, cheerleading, track, soccer, karate, you name it. All of her kids are in something different, child. I don't know how the hell she keeps up with their calendars, but so it makes it hard for us to do a lot of stuff, on the weekends and stuff like that. But a lot of times we hang out after work because she's already in town. So it was cool. Yeah, the escape rooms are tricky but fun. Yeah. Child, not the $6 and a Smile X, child. Well, you all right, sees too much. You hold on, girl. I ain't mad at you. I have 10 more days before my vacation starts. I have next week and the week after next, honey, and I am good to go. You hear me? Child, no, I ain't called that man. I did not. No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. You really can, but you'll want to watch it more than once. It's a history based on that. Oh, wow. Then I definitely want to see that. I definitely want to see that on the Teamsters. Oh, yeah. I need some sleep too. And I really think that's part of why I'm not feeling well. I really don't think I'm coming down with something as much as I just need to let my body rest. I think I just need some rest. Oh, did I tell them the story? You know what? We never got around to it. I'll probably call her tomorrow because she'll know. She knows him, and she ain't crazy about him. I think I did. I think I did, Danny. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Reese's. Yeah. And again, I know Old Town Alexandria and stuff, but I didn't know that restaurant was there, because you have to kind of walk down like a little. It almost looks like an alley, but it's not. You know what I mean? And then it opens up. You're right on the water, and the restaurant is right there. And I didn't know that was back up in there, but it was cool. And they had parking, but we just know that parking is tricky down there. So we just took a lift over there, and and it wasn't really expensive. We probably spent the same amount of money on taking the lift as we would have at a parking garage. So it wasn't a big deal. I know that's right, Gina. Yeah, we definitely need to hook up. You know what, Danny? I'm still gonna do it, but I'm gonna have to do it tomorrow because I'm about to get off of here. I wouldn't do the story justice if I do it tonight. You know what? Reese's Pieces, they do have crab cakes. They have Maryland crab cakes. And last night, one of the specials they had was called a Trident. So it was crab cakes, salmon, and grilled shrimp. It was so good. With I got French fries and Brussels sprouts, but it came with mashed potatoes and grilled tomatoes. I don't do tomatoes. So I asked if they could, but they have Brussels sprouts on the menu. So I put the Brussels sprouts. What's up, Jaded? Hey, boo. Oh, 1 week for you and you on maternity leave. Oh, well, congratulations. You okay, Lady Nikki, you about to mix up that hot toddy. I'm telling you that hot toddy gonna knock it on out, boo. That hot toddy's gonna be good to you. You miss Imperial crab cakes? Girl, I love me some crab. Okay, night, Lady Nika. I hope you feel better, boo. Lady Nika was listening. She was ran down to the Walmart to get her some ingredients to make her. She said she needed honey and something else for her hot toddy. She had the liquor, so she about to concoct her a little hot toddy, honey, and take it on to the house. And I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Hey, Jaded. That's my sweet little brother. El Teddy is my wild child little brother, but Jaded is the sweetie. But you gotta watch out for Jaded though. Jaded have his moments. You gotta watch Jaded. He get a little sneaky sometimes. He could be a little sneaky. You gotta watch out for him. Gotta watch out for him. Yes, honey. Yes. Jada, you got to tell me when you. I know you said after the holidays, but you got to let me know after the holidays when you have a Saturday off because I want to get tickets for the. I want to get tickets for the national for the African American Smithsonian for because Captivating Christian is never gone, so I want to get the three of us tickets so we can hang out. Joyce, did you say El Teddy is really good and he keeps the family together? Child, El Teddy, the reason why we be out there in these damn streets windmilling. Child. El Teddy keep us out there windmilling. Nah, he don't keep us windmilling. He don't do that. I'm just messing. You had the worst crab ever tonight. Gotta be careful eating blue crab away from the cup. Child. All right, I will tell y'all this story time, and then I'm gonna get on out of here. Now, if y'all don't know, Maryland, well, y'all know I'm from DC, but Maryland is known for crabs. You got the Maryland blue crab. Like I was raised on crabs. I could eat crabs 20 times. Like if I could afford it, I could buy crabs every day of the week and eat crabs. Like I love me some seafood. So we went on a cruise one time. We went on a family cruise, right? And we went, one of the stops. We went to a restaurant. It was me, my cousin, her husband, my other cousin, his girlfriend, my grandmother, and I think that might have been it. Now, for those of y'all y'all don't know my grandmother, but y'all have heard me talk about Hilda. That's my mother's mother, okay? Hilda was the sweetest woman in the world. She would give you the shirt off of her back, but she was real old school. And Hilda said whatever the fuck she thought, and you just had to deal with it, okay? Whatever went through her brain. People say I don't have a gatekeeper. If I don't have a gatekeeper, she had a negative gatekeeper because whatever she thought, it just came out. And it was like, and she was so, what you gonna say to her? You gonna cuss her out? Like you're not gonna cuss her out. You know what I mean? So we were at the restaurant and look, you know how when you go on a vacation, at a certain point, everybody's getting on everybody's nerves. Like we were on this huge ass cruise ship, but we were still at some point, it was that day. That was the day that we would all get on each other's nerves. Like that was the day that we probably just needed to just stick in our room or go to the spa or just do our own thing. But we were at this restaurant And when the ship was getting ready to leave, we hadn't gotten our food yet. We're not getting ready to leave, but like we could see the ship from where we were. We weren't like away from the ship. But let's say the ship was leaving at like, and what happened was I messed up the time difference. So in my mind, the ship was getting ready to leave in like 45 minutes, but the ship was really leaving in an hour and 45 minutes. So I was like, y'all, come on, we got it, da 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 da. And they were looking at me like, why you tripping? We got time. But I was getting all. And so they had on the menu, they had crab something on the menu, like crab bites or something like that, right? So in my mind, it was lump crab meat fried. And I was like, oh, that sounds good. We got some lump crab meat. They gonna fry it up. That sounds real good. Mind you, we're sitting in the damn water. Like we're literally in the restaurant was on stilts in the water. So I'm like, they just probably go out back and fish this shit. You know what I mean? And it's probably fresh crab, fresh seafood, everything. Honey, we waited forever for the food. And then when the food showed up, it was imitation crab meat. And it wasn't even fried. It was just like cut up. Baby, can I tell y'all that my grandmother told that lady off in the nicest way that anybody can tell you off without raising their voice and without using a curse word? But I promise you that by the time my grandmother got done, that lady felt this big. My grandmother was like, baby, we from Maryland. Well, we're really from DC. She said, we know what crab is. And that is not real crab. And y'all really need to stop putting that on the menu because that is false advertising. When I tell you she laid that lady out and the manager and the assistant manager and wrote a letter to corporate about that imitation crab meat on the menu. Mind you, while she doing all of this, in my mind, I'm thinking the boat is getting ready to leave. Damn this fake crab meat. Just take it off my bill. The ship getting ready to leave. I'm just going to hit the Lido deck. It's food there, baby. That was one of them. Like I said, that was one of those days where we just needed some woosah time. I promise y'all, I left them sitting right in that damn restaurant. I left my grandmama. I left my cousins. I left all of them. I took my happy ass back on that ship. I went back to my room. And this is why I need a balcony. This is why I need a balcony. Whenever I go on a cruise, I need a balcony room. I sat on that balcony. I poured me a drink because I always bring my own liquor. I'll tell y'all how I get my liquor on the ship at another time. But I had to bring my own. I had my liquor. I poured me a drink. I had me a cigar. And I woosah. Because when I tell you that everybody was getting on my nerves that day. Oh, yeah. But my grandmother let them have it, honey. She said it. And again, you weren't going to say nothing back to her. I promise you weren't. You weren't. You just, hey, little baby, how you doing, girl? Oh, I didn't say she was wrong. Oh, no. I didn't say my grandmother was wrong. All I'm saying was that's how my grandmama rolled. That's the same grandmother that used to say to me, I don't know if y'all remember me telling y'all this. This is the same grandmother used to be like, oh, you used to have such a cute figure. What that mean? Remember when you used to have a cute little shape? And what I'm supposed to say to that? That's my grandmama. What am I supposed to say to that? Child. Oh Lord. You mean all this time Jada and Abby, you didn't realize that Abby was from Portsmouth? Oh, we're very sensitive. Oh, don't get it twisted. Oh, I know a snack in the middle. We're very sensitive about crab now. And like I said, I wasn't mad at because I was pissed off when it showed up and it was that imitation crab. And you can tell, imitation crab meat, like you can see it. So as soon as they brought it to the table, I was like, what the f- is this? And again, we are sitting in the water. Why do you need imitation crab meat? And we are literally in the water. Now, if crab is not something that is plentiful in that area, then just don't put it on the menu. Because you're in the water. I'm sure you have any plethora of fish and other seafood items that you can sell. Why do you need to put imitation crab meat on the menu? Child, Hilda was very seldom wrong. Now, my grandmother was very seldom wrong. Yeah, Danny. Yeah, like that. Yeah, like that. You have expectations when you're from a certain area. You go somewhere else, and you know what you're used to isn't there. Absolutely. Like when I went, I mean, earlier I did my little mukbang. When I first went to North Carolina, and nobody knew what I was talking about. When I was like, "Can we just go to the carry out and get some wings?" And people was looking at me like, "What?" I was like, we can't just go to the carry out and get some wings and some fried rice." Child, child. I'm very sensitive about my seafood, honey, but my grandmother, baby, she let them have it that day about that imitation crab meat, honey. You gonna take a shot with me, Jaded? That's what you said. You taking a shot with me? I agree with you. Imitation crab meat should be illegal. Yeah, that bright orange. Oh my gosh. Remember, okay, who remembers Murray's Steakhouse? I mean, not Murray's Steak, Murray's Steak. You know what I'm talking about? Murray's. What they did they call it Murray's Steakhouse? Because they just that what they sold wasn't really steak. But remember the imitation crab sticks that Murray's used to have? Bye, Gina. Have a good evening, baby. Ouch. I'm about to get off here too. Child, I can spot that daggone imitation crab meat from a mile away. You can literally put a chicken leg on a string and drop it in a trap and come back and thank you, Abby. Like it is not that hard. Hey, Bobo, it is not that hard to get you some crab. Literally, all you have to do is put some chicken meat on a piece of string. We used to go crabbing, and it is not that is just exactly it. Okay, we would go down there and go crabbing, and that's all we had was some chicken, some raw chicken, and some string and a net. Okay, okay, a snack and a meal. Make me want to investigate City Island, child. Exactly, Daddy. The first thing I did when I got home, when I was in North Carolina, they didn't have a Popeyes. They had Bojangles. They didn't have a Popeyes. Um, and we couldn't get it. We didn't have no carry out. And whenever I would come home, the first thing I did was go to the carry out. I would go to the carry out, and before I left, I always had Popeyes. Before I left to go back to school, carry out and Popeyes. Child. You remember them Murrays? You remember them Murrays back in the day over there on 8th Street? They had that Murrays. And on 12th Street, the one on 12th Street was closest to my house. And I remember when my mama would go shopping at Murray's, you would get the little steakums where you could make you a little steak and cheese sandwich. You'll make your own steak and cheese. They had the little steakum, little thingies, and then they had the steak, but it was probably like the worst cut of steak. Like in hindsight, when I think about it now, I'm like, that was the toughest, worst T-bone steak. Child, but I remember my mama would go shopping at Murray's, baby. That's where she would get all our meat from was from Murray's. Child. Get some steak and see, Bobo. You know what I'm talking about. You made your own steak and cheese. My mother would buy the little club bread and buy that little buy them things of the Murray steakums and some cheese. Baby. Yeah, I know that old Eddie Murphy joke where you ask for a Big Mac and his mother would be like, I can make you your own Big Mac. Don't ask for no steak and cheese because that's what you were getting. You were getting the Murray's steak, little steak, Murray steakums. Yep, and that's how you know it wasn't real meat. Because like now we know that they call stuff steakums instead of steak because it wasn't real steak. And you cook them things up, put you some mustard, mayonnaise, ketchup on one of them little club buns, honey. Now you want a steak and cheese? Well, I had a steak and cheese earlier, and it was good. And some wings. Ah, okay, a snack in the meal. You go to Murray's. It was always a line coming up and through Murray's. Like I said, the one on 12th Street, the one on 8th Street. I'm sure there were other ones throughout the city, but I knew those two because those were the two that we would go to all the time. Honey, honey. Yeah, you had to grill the bread. Yeah, you had to put the bread. Yeah. Yep. You had to get a little grill on that bread. Had to throw the bread in the broiler for a few minutes, honey. Get it a little crispy. Had to get it a little crispy. Is it already 11 o'clock? Y'all, let me get the hell off this thing. Not into some house lo mein. Now, Shawnette, have you been in here? Because I talked about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Did you miss it, boo? I already talked about it. You been asking me for it, baby. So you have to go back to the beginning. We'll go back to about the middle because you know we got off topic for a while. But I talked about it a little bit, baby. You had those in your apartment. Had to make them your senior year. Child, tuna. My mama always made sure. Look, we always had tuna in the house. We always had tuna because my mama would be like, better make you some tuna. Don't say you hungry if you want to. You at a children's party. Well, go back to, like I said, go back to about the middle because we talked about other stuff first, but we got to it eventually. I'm sorry, little baby, you ain't get the alert because yeah, we've been on here for an hour and a half, girl. I'm about to shut this thing down in 4 more minutes. There was one on 167th here. Okay, yeah. Murray's been gone for a minute. I don't know. I honestly couldn't tell you when the last Murray's closed down, but I do know that I want to say I know Murray's was still around while I was in college, but I could not tell you when they all closed down. But I know they were still open when I was in college. Okay. My mama would go and load up at Murray's, honey. And I remember when Sam's Club first opened up, and my mother used to shop at Sam's Club, and she coming in with them industrial size. I'm like, why do we have two, like, the ketchup bottle be like the restaurant style ketchup bottle? Oh, it was like in 2017. Oh, that's not that long ago, Vovo. Okay, now Reese's Pieces said 2011, 2012. Okay, that's still, yeah, I guess that's about right. Yeah, those chicken patties was good too, y'all. Yep, you're right. Them chicken patties were on point too. Yep. You grew up on Murray's chicken patties? Yep, those chicken patties were good. Child. They closed the one. Well, I know when they closed the one in Southeast when they were building up that Walmart, right? That's when they closed down all that stuff when they put that Walmart down there. Because they got rid of the DMV. Because remember the DMV used to be right there where that Murray's was. The Buffalo chicken patties. Murray's had them hundred pack hash browns. Yep. Salisbury steak. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, Murray's, look, everybody mama shopped at that Murray's, honey. We load up. There you go. Get that thought body together, baby. So we'll be ready for the water, honey. The big bag of pancake mix. Now my mother used to use Bisquick. My mother always used Bisquick to make her pancakes and her waffles and her biscuits. She used Bisquick, honey. What that say a snack in the meal? The store was small as heck. Oh, yeah, them stores were small. Yeah, that's why I was always a line and stuff. Cause Murray's was those. They would put those stores in the middle, like a little hole in the wall. Yeah, they were. They were small as hell. You ain't lying. You ain't lying about that. Yep, my mama used to make Bisquick, honey. She made her pancakes and stuff out of that and it'd be that big old box of Bisquick, and she made everything out of that damn Bisquick. I said, dang. Anything that was bread related, my mama used the Bisquick for. When she wanted to make dumplings, she used Bisquick, honey. Still in your childhood heart. Yes, honey. All right, y'all. Let me get up off of here. I'll be back tomorrow. I promise I'll do a story time tomorrow and tell the story of me being trapped in the closet. Okay? Not what you think. Not what you think. But I'll tell the story tomorrow. But let me get off of here. I'm about to boil me some water. I'm about to get me into some Theraflu, honey. And I will see y'all somewhere tomorrow. Yeah, babe. I thought you were in here, Abby, when we talked about that April cheated on Lil Fizz. I thought we were in here when you. I could have sworn you were in here when we talked about that, Abby. Thank my chip. Thank you. All right, y'all. I'm about to be out. Y'all have a good evening. I will talk to y'all later. Peace.